a nearby plane crash yesterday. We have the story.
Today we have AJ in studio to give you your latest sports update.
Taking a deeper look at one of the familiar faces around campus that want to fly like a bird. All this and more coming on NHSTV Live.
A military aircraft crashed in a Texas neighborhood late Sunday morning, damaging 3 homes and displacing the residents, police said. The crash happened around 11:15 a.m. between the 4,000 blocks of Tejas and Dakota in Lake Worth, Texas, about 2 miles northeast of Joint Reserve Base Fort Worth. The U.S. Navy has identified the aircraft as a T-45C Goshawk assigned to a station in Kingsville. The 2 pilots ejected themselves before the crash. One of the pilot's parachutes got caught in the power lines, while the other pilot was found nearby. Both pilots have been transported to medical facilities for evaluation and are in stable condition. The residents of the damaged homes were displaced and a Red Cross team was on scene to assist them. No injuries were reported. The exact cause of the crash remains unknown. The investigators are expected to be on scene through the night and into the morning. Ms. Jackson was in studio for the very first Jackson interaction of the school year to give you the latest update about social media trends that could lead to serious disciplinary actions.
Anchors, and welcome to the first Jackson interaction of this year, 2021 to 2022. Obviously have the honorary Miss Jackson. And now you have obviously been growing up with all these seniors. You've been here for your first 4 years and everything. So with that, can you tell us more about what to expect for the future students and what they should do or not do to keep the school safe?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I am excited to work with this year's seniors, the first class that I have gone all 4 years with. And so you guys are going to be very, very special to me this year. You already are very special to me. And it'll be a neat moment when we get to watch you guys walk across the stage, although I'll be a little sad. But talking about the future and just talking about things that our students need to know. One of the things that has been a trend that I've noticed lately, and I actually had a conversation with some kids about it in a class yesterday, I got to cover a class, is we've got some things going on TikTok that are a little bit troubling, Javier. One of them is a trend toward where we're doing things that kind of damage school buildings and that kind of thing. And another one is a trend where we're stealing items out of the school building. And so I need our students to know and understand, because I've had some conversations with some students who have done some of these things, mimicking what's going on TikTok. And they need to understand that there are some big, far-reaching consequences that go with that. One, theft. Theft is a big deal. Theft is something that you can be jailed for, or you can certainly be ticketed for, fined for, things like that, but also big school consequences as well. And then the other is when we're damaging school property. That comes with far-reaching consequences that you really need to weigh out before you try to mimic that TikTok.
No, exactly. And I've seen people steal like paper towel rollers, like hand sanitizers from different schools. I haven't seen too much here, but what you're saying, it seems like a lot of people have done so many things.
Yeah, they think it's not a big deal, but it actually is. So It's important to know that.
Yeah, we want to make sure we keep all our school property in the school and everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and speaking of like improvements for the school, do you have any ideas of how to improve it? Any like quick ideas?
We're getting ready to have a big construction update in the building, complete renovation of the building. So it's going to be exciting for this year's senior class won't see it, but all the future classes will actually get to live in the construction. And so it's going to be exciting to see that renovation and what the building looks like.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. Well, if you guys have any more questions, you can please follow us at NHSTV to answer or ask any questions for Ms. Jackson to answer. And I know sadly for me, I won't be able to see new reconstruction, but I hope you all have fun with this new school. But yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you, Ms. Jackson, and back to you, anchors. Thank you, Ms. Jackson, for letting us know about how dumb some of our trends can be. Well, moving on from that, we do have AJ in studio today to let us know how our Texans are faring in the sports department. AJ?
Thanks, Thomas. Now, howdy, Texans. Let's get right into the Monday Sports Report. Our varsity football team killed the Cougars last Friday at home. With the Cougars being reigning district champs, our Texans conquered the Cougars with a final score of 33-21 last Friday. Starting off with our offense, we scored a total of 5 touchdowns, 3 of which were made by wide receiver Joey Ravis. Moving to the other side of the ball, our defense made multiple stops throughout the whole night. with middle linebacker Gavino Ramos making an interception in the third quarter. After the game, our sports reporter Hayden Hall got an interview with Coach Poe and Jake Strong and Jackson Stearman.
Hey Texans, I'm Jordan here with Coach Poe, and we just had a great win against Abilene Cooper. Coach, what did y'all do to prepare for this game?
Well, we kept doing what we've been doing, and what we focused on this week is just making sure that we finished in the second half. We haven't been doing as well as we'd hoped in the first 3 ball games as far as finishing in the second half, and then this game, our guys did it. We finished in the second half. We were able to beat the reigning district champion from last year, and it was an awesome, phenomenal win.
So what are y'all doing next week to prepare for Arlington Heights?
Well, it's now the most important game on our schedule. We've got to take these games one game at a time. We were able to get a win tonight at what we were looking for, worked for, and now it's time to go against Arlington Heights, the Yellow Jackets, so we got to prepare for them. They're the next game on the schedule. They're the most important game right now.
Awesome. Well, congrats on the win, Coach. Thank you. Hey, Texans, I'm joined here with Jake Strong and Jackson Stearman. So that was a great win tonight, guys. What did you do to contribute to this game?
I just did my job. You know, offensively, we got to execute, and that's all we had to do. And obviously we did it 33-21. Offense did a great job putting up points. Defense did a great job stopping them, so can't ask for anything more.
Perfect. How about you, Jackson?
You know, defensively, we dominated the line of scrimmage every play, and I think that was the key to success tonight. And just like Jake said, offense dominated every time we were on the bench after a defensive series. We knew offense was going to pick us up and get us some points.
All right, what are y'all doing to prepare for the rest of the season?
You know, we just got to keep on working, come back Monday with the same mentality, go 1-0 every week. That's kind of our motto, so just got to keep mental focus and keep pushing. So.
Perfect. How about you, Jackson?
Got to make sure every practice is like a game speed. You know, get after it every day, physically, mentally, every day. Just go after it.
All right, congrats on the win tonight, Texans.
I was there at the game, and it was crazy. But our Texans probably played well this week because of our crazy student body support. Varsity Sidekicks and Cheer put on a great performance last Friday to hype up our Texans for the game that night. Also with the crazy game hosted by our Stuco. Thanks for everyone who attended last game's pep rally. Moving on to the Lady Texans volleyball, they played the Lake Dallas Falcons last Saturday, winning against the Falcons with a score of 3-0, making our districts 3-0 in districts. Varsity girls and boys cross country ran last Friday at the Lion Invitational. Our varsity and sub-varsity boys placed first last Friday at the meet, with our varsity girls following up with third place. Congrats to all the athletes last week. Hayden will be here on Wednesday with y'all's mid-weekly sports report.
From the field to the court, our Texans volleyball player Hannah Clear may be more than what meets the eye. Sophie Chambers with NHSTV has the story.
Hannah Clear is pretty special. She's pretty amazing. Always has been an outstanding leader, tremendous work ethic, brings energy, smile on her face all the time.
As one of the star players on the Northwest volleyball team, Hannah is a 3-time varsity athlete and captain of the team. She helps lead the team in blocks and kills. Her presence has made a large impact on the volleyball program.
Volleyball has taught me so much in my life. It's taught me about the team aspect, and it's also taught me personal skills, leadership roles, and just kind of getting that family environment.
Her caring personality is what makes her such a great friend and teammate to those around her. She's a leader and role model in the classroom and on the court.
Hannah has always been such a welcoming person whenever I moved here to NHS, and she's always passionate about what she does, and I'm very proud of her flying a plane.
Many may not know that Hannah also has a passion for flying. Ever since she was little, she has known that she's wanted to be a pilot.
So my inspiration is my dad, because he's a pilot and he's always wanted me to be a pilot, and at first I was kind of no, that's not for me, and then I kind of went into his work and saw what he did, and it was something I wanted to do.
She got the chance to do a discovery flight a few weeks ago at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Prescott, Arizona, where she was able to fly a small plane on her own.
So my plans for the future, I want to go to Embry-Riddle University. It's a really good flying school. And then in the future, I would like to have a job at American Airlines, because they're a really good airline company, and yeah, that's what I want to do.
This has been Sophie Chambers with NHSTV.
Before we go, our Lady Texan basketball team is hosting a toss-in for Texans doubles cornhole tournament. It will be held at the Mule Barn in Justin on Saturday, October 10th. It will take place from 12:30 until around 6 p.m. with 2 divisions being played. There will be a social division. This will cost $20 per player. Then we have the competitive division, which will be $25 per player. Winner of the social division will win their own set of cornhole boards, while the top 3 leaders in the competitive division will win cash prizes.
Tune in tomorrow to get a deep dive in the day of the life of a principal.
Also remember to the Texans who crushed it in sports, good job and a pat on their back.
Thank you so much for tuning in, Texans. This has been NHSTV Live.